Hello! Welcome to the Sunnydale Diaries, a podcast where I, Melanie,
And I, Sean.
watch and discuss every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. As a reminder, Sean is a lover of the show, has watched it through many times, and I am completely new to the show. So, totally different perspectives. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a regular listener, welcome back. We're glad you're here. If you would like to drop us a review, feel free to do so on your platform of choice. I think that's it. Hello. Hey, Sean.
Hello.
We have some big news on the podcast front. We have merch, you guys. We've talked about it, we've debated it, we tried it on a few different platforms, and we're finally up and running on Zazzle.com. If you go to Zazzle.com, and we will put links everywhere you find us. You just type in the Sunnydale Diaries and you'll see our merch. We've got some t-shirts, I think a notebook and a water bottle and I don't know, but
Maybe more in the future.
yeah. If you guys
And
have
people
any good
ask us for
ideas
it.
for t-shirts or promotional items, let us
You
know.
made some you made some unique t-shirts too, didn't
I
you?
did. I made a Float in the Rose t-shirt, which I'm very proud of. And then
Nice.
I made another one that says, "What is this school? What is this town? What is this show?" Which was my refrain throughout seasons 1 and 2, at the very least, if not season 3 as well.
hmm And we didn't just decide to make merch. Like people were asking
No.
us. They saw like our shirts that we wear on
Yes.
the podcast sometimes and then asked, hey, can
Can
I
I
buy
buy
one
one?
of those?
Yeah. So
So
we do have several things on there that have our podcast logo. And so we would love if you would check it out and represent your favorite podcast. So today we are discussing season 4, episode 14, Goodbye, Iowa.
good episode.
And a lot of this deals with Riley dealing with some harsh realities about the life he's been living and what he's been living for and what he believed in
hmm
and loss of belief. And that's his Goodbye, Iowa. So
Yeah.
we thought
Real
we would talk about if we had a moment like that where we left safety and belief and security and had to face that stepping into something else. Go, Sean.
so yeah, for me, back in 2004, and I've mentioned some parts of this, but I don't think I ever told the whole story. So I had a decent job. The office that I was in was closing, and it was either like move to Illinois or find something else. And I wasn't going to move to Illinois. Like it was cold enough in New York.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go there. So I got a different job, and I absolutely hated it after 3 days. So then got another job, which I enjoy, but it was night shift, which I know I've mentioned that
Yes.
before. And I just I don't I don't do the night shift well. It was tough. A lot of lack of sleep, which Riley and Buffy were
Yeah.
experiencing in this episode. So I randomly applied. There is this magazine called Advance that had like the last third of it were hospitals looking for medical technologists or clinical lab roles or some like software companies. And there was one in Florida, and I had used that software at a previous hospital, so I was like, let me apply. And a couple of weeks later, they called me for an interview, and I was a little surprised. And it was like a fly me down to Florida interview. This was before Zoom or WebEx or anything like that. And I remember talking to my sister, telling her I got the interview. She's like, "You're not moving to Florida." And you know, I interviewed on Halloween,
Yeah.
which was cool because so many people in that company were dressed up. So I'm sitting in the lobby and seeing all these cool costumes go by. And I think probably a week and a half later, I got offered the job and talked about it with my now husband. Like, are we going to do this? Are you okay? Because I was giving up. being close to my sister,
Yeah.
and she and I are very close. Really, all of my family except my father were in New York at that point, and giving up all my friends and just packing up and moving to a state that I only visited like on vacations,
Yeah.
like Disney
Uh-huh.
stuff like that, and we did it. We packed up. We drove down. I had picked out an apartment. They let me, when I interviewed, they let me stay for an extra day to look for apartments. So I had done that, toured a couple, and took pictures so that Mike could see it. And we packed up and left.
It's a big
And
step.
yeah, 1,200 miles away.
Phew.
And 21 years later, we're still here.
Yep.
So that is mine. Just giving up a lot of comfort
Yeah.
when I did that.
That's
And
really
my sister
hard. Yeah.
My sister cries every time that she takes me to the airport to fly back here. Like, I mean, I appreciate it, but like, it's been 21 years. You gotta
Yeah.
let go.
Yeah. She just needs to move.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're gonna retire here. I'm like, just do it now.
Yeah.
Just do it now,
Yeah.
or at least like pick out a house so I know where you're gonna be.
They could just pick out a house and like do an Airbnb thing and just like have the income until they're ready to come down.
That's what I've told her.
Oh, okay. Great.
What about you? What is your goodbye
Mine, the
Iowa
thing
moment?
that comes to mind for me is like relationship based.
Hmm.
And I, in my past, in my dating history, I was like serial monogamist. I was always with someone for like an extended period of time, but always with someone. And so I think I was well into my 20s and I was in a relationship, maybe early 20s, early mid 20s. And I wasn't happy, but it didn't even occur to me that I could have my own place and live my life by myself. And I remember I got in a big fight with my boyfriend, and I went to visit my friend who lived in Micanopy, a little town south of Gainesville, and she had the cutest little house she was renting. And I was just talking to her about it, and I was so upset, and so we put it down on paper, like how much I would need to leave and get my own place, and that place was coming available, that house, and the realization that I could do it. Like, I was terrified to be on my own.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't think I'm probably not the only person to feel that in life, but yeah, stepping away from, you get these relationships that even though you're not happy, it's comfortable, you know what you're dealing with, you
Yeah.
know, even if it's not great.
Hmm.
But yeah, stepping out on my own for the very first time to live independently was terrifying, but ultimately, of course, gratifying and amazing. And yeah.
Yeah, I get the terrifying part. I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't do it. I didn't do it alone, but I mean, all I knew was Long Island for
Yeah.
26 years,
Yeah.
and I mean, Florida is very different.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had several big moves like that. Like the year I went to live in California was like crazy. I didn't know. I just had to start from scratch there. And then moving to Gainesville, same. And then moving to Tampa or St. Pete, that was crazy too. I mean, oh my gosh, I was on my own and in that great little cottage and just leaving and taking on this job in a place I didn't even know. Remember, I got lost on my way to the interview, and that town was so foreign to me. And oh my gosh. But again, life has a way of working itself out.
Yeah, if you didn't do that, then we wouldn't be doing this
I
podcast right now because I never would have met
know.
you.
I know. So hopefully things work out for Riley and
Yeah.
he comes around.
Hmm. You ready to get into this
Let's
episode?
get into it.
I laughed a lot at things. I mean, it wasn't a funny episode necessarily, but there are a lot of things
There
I was like,
were
oh, I
there were
can't wait to
some
talk to
funny
Melanie.
things that happened.
Yeah.
A recap basically is Maggie is toast.
Yep. She's gone.
Maggie's gone.
You were. We open up in Giles' villa.
Hmm.
It's really right after the previous episode ended. Buffy's talking about what happened with the Bulgara demons in the sewer and how Maggie will shut her up.
Mm.
Spike brings Buffy's dating history really into it, saying that she doesn't do well with men, and hinting that Riley knew about it and wasn't possibly involved.
There's a lot of that kind of misconception in this episode. Like a lot of people making assumptions about who did what and other people saying no, it wasn't that, and there seems to be a lot of that in this ep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Buffy doesn't believe that, and then they're trying to figure out why would Maggie have done this, and I said aside from being in love with Riley and wanting to get her out of the way, but what was Maggie trying to hide? Obviously,
Right.
we know, but yeah. And then we cut to right after what's she trying to hide? Cut to I don't know what this set is. The swamp, the Sunnydale swamp.
I thought the building that Adam walked out of, it reminded me of those buildings in Return of the Jedi when they're on Endor.
Yeah.
There's like a scene where like they're breaking into a building, and to me, not the same colors, but it felt like it was the same shape.
I mean,
So that
the headquarters of the initiative is underneath the dorm, right? Or the frat house or whatever. It's on campus.
well, that's one entry, yes. I'm guessing there must be others. Maybe there's some tunnels
It
like
goes
that
it
go out
goes
two
all the way
miles
underground to the
because we've
swamp.
never seen this.
All right.
Never seen this
The,
before.
the door opens and it's Adam. And then we get the credits.
Which I did watch this time and definitely picked up a few new additions, like you mentioned a few episodes ago.
Yes. I'm glad
Willow
you're
and
on the same
something
page
blue.
now, Sean. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
So then we're back at Giles's, and everybody's getting a weapon out of Giles's weapon hope chest or whatever that is. And Buffy's saying we have no because nobody's safe. We have to relocate somewhere that they wouldn't think to look.
And then Giles says, the initiative won't come sniffing around here, and Riley immediately walks in.
Yeah.
I love when they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Always makes me laugh.
Buffy tells Riley what happened with Maggie, how the whole thing went down. He can't believe it. And then he says he was on a mission, he came back and like he's acting like he at first he was acting like he wasn't there to witness Maggie saying that she's dead and then seeing her on the camera. And I was like, why are you acting like that? Do you like not remember or what? But then later on he does say, yeah, this is what happened. I was there. She said he died and I saw you on the camera. But he glances over and he sees Spike. So this is another
Well,
moment where he's like, "What are you doing? You're you know, helping hostile number what is he?
Hostile 17.
Hostile 17." And she's like, "No, no. Misunderstanding."
I love that Spike started up with the "I'm just a friend of Xander's" again.
Yeah.
It's so funny, especially after meeting him and hearing his like real American
Yeah,
accent.
yeah, yeah.
When we met him 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So yeah, Riley's ticked off that he's there and he's still in disbelief about Maggie. Something must be controlling her, right? She wouldn't
He
do
tried to make
this.
excuses for her.
And then Giles says, I've been hearing rumors. I've heard rumors that the initiative is not what they seem. What rumors did you hear, Giles? Who are you talking to?
Ethan Rain in A New Man.
Oh, that's the rumors?
Yeah, Ethan talked to him about 314.
Okay. Thank you.
You haven't watched this show like at least 6 times.
Riley can't deal with any of this, so he leaves. Then we have a moment with Adam that's like right out of Frankenstein,
Yeah.
Right? Where he comes upon this little kid just playing in the middle of a field.
I noticed in the background there was like up the hill, there was a playground and what looked like a school, but still doesn't explain why this
He's
kid is
like
in
in the
in
middle of
the
the
middle of the
road
road. Yeah.
playing with his
With
toy. He's got his bike and playing with his toys. The kid is not afraid of this, which is hard to believe.
well, his toy kind of looked like Adam a little bit. So,
Okay. And he's like, "What are you? I'm a monster. What are you? I'm a kid."
although the kid says he's a monster to
Oh,
him.
yes. Oh, yeah. He says, "What am I?" And he says, "You're a monster." And then I was like, "Oh, this kid is not long for this world." They cut
No,
away, but it's like
very
not
ominous.
good. And then we cut to Riley kind of strolling along through the campus forest. Set number two.
Walking
That's
forlornly.
forlornly. Yeah, yep, yep. Back at headquarters, Dr. Engelman goes into room 314 and slips on the blood,
Yeah,
right? Gross.
so
That was a
gross.
good fall. And sees Maggie on the floor.
Then we go to Xander's basement.
Yeah.
Disco ball is slowly
Hmm.
rotating. Giles is laying in, it looked like a pool float.
Do you remember when in was it the 80s, 90s, there was inflatable furniture?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a 90s
Maybe it
thing,
was something like
definitely.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Did you have a beanbag chair at any point? I had
I'm
one.
sure in the 70s as a kid we had a beanbag chair in our house.
Yeah, as a kid, I had one.
I did not have any inflatable furniture. I did have an inflatable palm tree that sat on my desk, and I did have a waterbed.
Mm,
So, yeah, so Buffy and Anya and Willow are sleeping the pull-out couch, and
mhm.
Giles is over here on his whatever inflatable bed. They're watching cartoons and they're talking about poor Buffy, poor Riley. He's all messed up. Poor Buffy because Riley's all messed up. He was supposed to be Mr. Joe Guy.
Yeah,
He was supposed to be the easy boyfriend.
yeah, the non-problematic one.
Yeah. And then
I,
Anya says, "That's you just need a boring boyfriend like Xander, but you can't have Xander."
very
Yeah.
possessive. When they were watching the Wile E. Coyote
Yeah.
cartoon, I thought it was interesting that number one, like they kept the camera on the cartoon for a long time.
They
Like it
did.
was a good
They did.
10 seconds,
Yeah.
I think. And I loved. So Buffy says something like, "Well, that wouldn't happen," and then Willow said, "That's why they're called cartoons, not documentaries." And it just made me laugh.
That annoyed me, that line.
Really,
That's why it's called a cartoon.
not a documentary.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know. So then Xander comes in and says, "Turn on the TV now." And this
Mhm.
annoyed me as well. This is a trope in TV shows where they're like, "Turn on the news, turn on the show." And they turn on the TV and it's right on the news program. They were just watching cartoons. Turn it on. Not only is it on the news, but it's at the very beginning of the news story.
Yes,
It's like perfect timing.
it's about that boy.
Oh, that kid is gone.
Yeah, stabbed with a large skewer
Oh,
and
oh
mutilated.
man. Yeesh.
I have a note here that says Xander's shirt,
Oh yeah.
and I don't.
It said, "I love dirt. I love dirt. I love dirt."
Just thought it was interesting.
I said to myself, that would be an easy cosplay.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if anybody would get it
You know what? Also, would be an easy cosplay and very comfortable.
to buy those pajamas.
The sushi pajamas,
Yeah.
the yummy sushi pajamas, iconic.
You told me that you saw them. Well, so okay, so Sean said to me, this episode has an iconic moment. And after we watched it, I was like, after I watched it, I was like, what was the iconic moment? And he says the sushi pajamas.
The yummy sushi
Yummy
pajamas.
sushi pajamas. And you said that you saw some at the cons we've been to.
Yeah, both in Orlando and Knoxville. I
I
saw
am
a few people
so
wearing them.
impressed with you, Sean, that you didn't let on any of
It's
those
very hard.
times. It must have been really killing you.
But like I texted you, inside I was squealing, but I just observed.
Oh,
It's by a company called the Cat's Pajamas
okay.
that also made the butterfly pajamas that Buffy wore in Beer Bad.
Oh, okay. And you can still get
I
them?
got the, I think I've seen people wearing them recently, so I would think
All
so.
right. I think we should get some, Sean, and we can both wear them.
Okay. That and slippers, we'd be so
Yeah, that
comfortable.
would be amazing. So Buffy's going to go to the crime scene to investigate, and she says she's going to make Adam pay. Ooh. Okay, back at the college, right? Is that where it is?
I think
Riley
it's Riley's dorm room.
Riley comes in. He's obviously been out, forlornly walking around all night. He tells Forrest about Maggie. Did you notice the poster on the back of his door?
Balls.
Balls. I
With
like
lots
it.
of different sports
Yeah, yeah,
balls.
yeah, that's pretty funny, though.
Yeah.
So, he tells Forrest about Maggie, and Forrest immediately thinks that this is all Buffy. Buffy did it. And he's very anti-Buffy. Well, we saw was it last episode?
Hmm.
Yeah, that he was, you know, not happy with Buffy. Although now he's saying he thinks she's a spy and, she's trying to disrupt what they're doing at the initiative. Another guy comes in. Is that the guy? What do we know his name?
That's Graham.
Oh, Graham. He comes in and tells them Maggie is dead. Oh man, Forrest is not happy.
The commandos, them, go see Walsh's body.
Yep.
Engelman has received orders that they're to wait for Washington.
Riley even says, because, immediately Forrest is like, oh, she got staked. And Riley is even like, the Polgara demon had skewer arms. They're all like, no, that's definitely not it. And they're ready to like fight.
Yeah, Forrest was very angry in this episode. I mean,
Yes.
Riley was too, but man, Forrest was.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he's been waiting to go off on Buffy. She's just been waiting for something to take her down. So he does. Oh, Engelman, when he's talking about the lockdown, he does not say anything about Adam. He says the Polgara demon got out. Not good.
No.
As soon as Engelman is out of earshot, Riley says, "I'm still in charge. Suit up. We're going. We're going out. We're going to search."
And immediately they go to the cemetery
Go to
in
the-
full commando gear. All these trucks pulling up, and they just jump out. Like, what
Yep.
is
Yep.
this?
Straight to what happens to be Spike's crypt. Out of that whole
Hmm.
cemetery.
Well, only Forrest and Graham were in there, so Riley was in another one, maybe. I'm making excuses.
Okay. Then we switch over to Buffy and her cute little kerchief. I liked her outfit in this scene. Her leather outfit, pants, and yeah, looked good with her cute kerchief. Is at the crime scene, which I'm not sure is the same scene where the kid was when he met Adam, but okay.
Didn't look like it. It
Okay.
looked more
Yeah,
deserty.
it did, didn't it? Okay. And then enter Riley, and Buffy apologizes for what happened at Giles's, and he tells her about Maggie. Um, and then Buffy is going to go find she says, I'm going to go find the Polgara demon. Now, did you notice the weird camera stuff that was going on in this scene?
The one I just texted you 5 seconds ago. We didn't plan that. I swear. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah. A weird ring around the screen. And at first, I thought like, are they trying to like show somebody like looking through binoculars?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's just like a filming fluke.
Yeah, it was really weird. I thought maybe I was seeing things, but then it happened like 3 times. I was like, "What is that? That's weird."
Yeah.
Mhm. Cutting costs.
Back at the cemetery, when Forrest and Graham are in Spike's tomb,
Yeah.
like they actually open up like the crypt.
Yeah.
I guess that is,
Yeah.
and they see the skeleton move on, and Spike was hiding underneath it.
How did he get in there?
He's very slim.
No, but how did he get in there and like they didn't even notice that he was in there? That skeleton was arranged so perfectly.
Maybe. I mean, they did make a lot of
Right,
noise when
Sean,
they
you don't
pulled
need to
up.
come up with an answer.
No, I
I'm just
want to.
pointing out.
Yeah,
I
okay.
find it hard to believe. That's how I should start phrasing these, not as a question to you, but
Right.
but yes, yes, they did not see him in the crypt when they looked in there.
I mean, if it was Buffy hiding underneath that skeleton, I could say she is the Slayer, but
Right. Yeah.
not for Spike.
When they did that, when they walked out and you heard him say whatever he said, he made a little like whatever comment, and then they showed him under there. I was expected him to kind of walk out of the corner the way Ethan Rain did, you know?
That one hidden corner you really can't
Yeah,
see.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, oh, okay. So now let's get into this. Willow shows up at Tara's room.
Hmm.
They're really playing up the undercurrents here between these
They
two,
are.
and it's really silly. Like Tara's like, I've been thinking about that last spell we did all day, and the two of them, they're both like, oh, really? Like their eyes are so wide, and oh, ooh, ah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I felt that Tara was a little less shy here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once you
but yeah, I
once
was
you float the
laughing.
rose with someone,
That's it.
right? You're
Yeah.
bonded.
Willow wants to do a spell with Tara. They want to conjure the goddess lesbian, excuse me, Thespia.
The goddess Lesbia.
I had to look, and that is a real goddess
Oh, okay.
in mythology.
Alright. They're gonna check for
So yeah, they're
demonic energy in the area.
mhm.
Okay, they're gonna do this spell, and they're gonna make googly eyes at each other. Buffy is at Willie's bar. We haven't seen
Yep,
Willie in a while.
right.
He says he's not a snitch anymore. He's just trying to, have this business,
It's from the bar.
just run the bar. He's trying to class up the joint. He's
Mhm.
got a nice sign and he doesn't want any trouble.
There's music
The
playing. Yeah,
information he has on the Polgara is like old info. Yeah, there was a Polgara,
that's it
basically.
really.
Buffy starts to ask him about 314 just as Riley walks in.
Sweaty Riley.
Sweaty. And of
We had
course,
sweaty soul.
again,
Sorry.
misunderstanding. He just assumes she's working with the demons,
hmm
right?
And he
He's
gets
very
angry,
very suspicious. I mean,
paranoid.
rightfully so. He walks into situations that do look suspicious, but she tries to talk to him and he doesn't want to hear it. And then he pulls a gun on a customer. Ugh,
hmm
he's a mess. Yeah, he's all shaky. It's
hmm
great. You're all shaky. Pull a gun. That's great.
What do you think? I mean, assuming that woman was a demon, what do you think was under her hat?
Another little demon like Ratatouille.
Yes, cute.
Back at the basement, Buffy's trying to take care of Riley. He's shaking. He's itching. He's like itched and scratched himself raw on his hand.
Yeah.
Good thing she's got that kerchief.
hmm
She can wrap his hand in the kerchief. Then he's like, I don't know who the bad guys are. Maybe I'm the bad guy. Poor Riley. He's really messed up in this episode.
When he said, "Maybe I'm the bad guy," I immediately thought of Billie Eilish. Like, duh.
Did you go, duh? Yeah.
I did, yes.
She does get him to lie down. And amazingly, he seems to fall asleep right away.
Yeah, curls up into a fetal
Yeah.
position.
Yeah.
Poor
Yeah.
guy.
He's a mess. Buffy makes the assumption or makes the, theorizes that this isn't just mental. This is something is affecting him physically. Giles and Anya are going to keep investigating. Buffy and Xander are going to go undercover to HQ. And this is the
Yep.
screenshot you sent me last
Yeah.
time. Okay, now we're back to Willow and Tara, who are about to do
hmm
this spell that sounds ridiculous. They're going to do the incantation. They're both
Yep.
going to have some potion, which was really dust. It wasn't really.
It looked like Pepitas to
Oh,
me,
yeah, okay. And they're going to just both blow the potion over the map, the little
which is just a square.
square of, yeah, with the amethyst crystal and the doll's head crystal and whatever. And then it's going to light up to show them the demon activity. And not only that, it's going to be in different colors. The mythological Greek goddess is going to do this for them.
Yes. Yep.
She's going to give them a little smoky light show.
So I have questions.
Yeah, me
My
too.
turn. I'm going to ask you the questions. So it was a square.
Yeah.
So even if the spell worked, how do they say, okay, there's a colored light on the right side? How does that translate to Sunnydale? Unless maybe the map of Sunnydale is a perfect square. I
Maybe,
don't know.
maybe, but you still don't know how it's oriented. Like, where's the cemetery? Where's the outdoor coffee shop? Where's
Are they
where's the
underground?
yeah, like yeah. Okay, good question.
A lot of
Good
holes. Maybe
question.
wasn't even really a
Yeah,
spell. Maybe this was just Willow's excuse.
to blow,
Blow and
to
float.
blow and float, blow and float. It's like the old bend and snap, the blow and float.
Well, don't say old. That movie came out like 7 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. So then they go to do the spell, and then they've got their eyes closed. Well, Willow has her eyes closed, so she doesn't see that Tara does not blow her potion. She tucks it under the bed.
Mhm.
Why? Oh, what's going on?
What do you
Mm.
think?
Why did she do that? I have no idea. Sh
Okay.
Maybe she's. I mean, is she bad? Is she evil? And she's luring Willow in to like cast a spell on her. I don't know. Could be anything in this show. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll find out, I'm sure.
And then Willa said, "This is going to open a window to the world of the underbeing."
Hmm. Sounds like a World's Fair pavilion. The world of tomorrow, the world of the underworld.
So yeah, it didn't work.
No, didn't work.
Which even if it did work, I don't think it would have been helpful.
Yeah. Buffy, we get a quick little snap of Buffy in her scientist disguise walking in with Xander into the HQ, doing her retinal scan.
She shoves him out of the way.
Yeah.
Your eyes can't be
Yeah.
here.
That's what I do with Drew when I'm trying to use my phone Face ID. Get out of here.
Yes.
So then we go back to Willow's telling Giles and Anya about the spell failure. Giles's research is not going well. Oh, okay. He doesn't think it was the Polgara demon that killed that kid because that's not their typical MO. And then Riley wakes up. Where's Buffy? And he seems very agitated and what's the word? I don't know. Angry is the word. But anyway, he's like, I'm not sick. He pushes Willow out of the way.
Yeah, shoves are
Right.
really hard.
Right. And yeah, got to go find Buffy.
When Xander and Buffy when were at the frat house and she was doing the retinal scan and he says ew, I'm like, what did he think it was? Like rectal scan, maybe?
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, that's
And
very
then
right.
when they got to the initiative and the elevator opens and he's awed,
Yeah.
they said, can I have sex with Riley too? I
Yes.
was like, oh, Xander.
Oh, it's all about size, isn't it? So Buffy overhears Dr. Engelman and some random scientist talking about how the men are going without their meds. They've been going without their meds. It's dangerous. They're going dealing with the stress of withdrawal. They're being dosed without knowing they're being given meds. Oh. And then he's like, but Riley is the most important. We've got to find him. He's so important to the mission. Whatever.
Hmm. I want to know what happened. Like, did Walsh's death cause them to stop getting meds through their food? Like, I don't understand what changed other than Walsh's death.
Maybe because they're all just so preoccupied with being locked down and the government being there and it's
Mm,
just
okay.
disrupting their normal routine. But you're right.
Okay.
There shouldn't be any difference. Cut back to Willie's bar. Spike comes in and I'm not sure why this scene was here. I mean, I guess to set up the last little scene, but Spike gets a drink and is sitting there and then he immediately gets punched out. We don't see by whom.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
gets punched out. Back at the HQ, Buffy and Xander are following Engelman, and they're like, "What did you do to Riley?" And then Riley comes in. Engelman says that Maggie had a vendetta against Buffy because of the project,
Hmm.
right? Riley is getting really upset because they're like trash talking Maggie, I guess, right? And
Yeah.
he still can't reconcile that she wasn't what he thought she was. She was a brilliant mind and he looked up to her so much. Again, a weird relationship.
Hmm.
Um,
Show him the camera in this room. Maybe that'll
yeah,
convince him.
right, right. And then he accuses Buffy as being the cause of all this trouble. And then we're like, we just need to find out what was in 314. And that'll answer our questions. And then, of course, enter Adam.
Immediately. Yep.
Immediately. That's how this is. It's like on Laverne and Shirley. Anytime they would say something bizarre or like and Lenny and Squiggy would come in, hello.
That may be the episode title. Adam equals Lenny and Squiggy. He drops a body, doesn't he? Like from the second floor that he's on? I
Yes.
thought
Yes.
okay.
It was like a guard or something. Yeah. It's a good entrance.
Yeah.
He wants to learn about himself. He knows what he is, but not who he is.
Hmm.
He's giving a big speech about it. I wrote, my favorite part of this episode is when he keeps feeding the discs into his chest. There's a disc
Yes.
drive on his chest.
Yeah.
Man, okay,
How times have
that is some
changed.
old technology right there. If you're still using discs,
Well, all right. So 2001. I mean, what did we have? I don't
CD,
think we had flash drive. Oh, CD. Okay, yes, you're
CD-ROM.
right. You're right. Okay, you're right. I think it was just more
That would have made me laugh too, though, if he took a CD and fed that into his chest.
the tray comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, and you don't see him pop the first one out before he puts the second one in either. I don't know what's happening to those discs. He's just ingesting them.
They get filed in
Yeah.
his appendix.
Yeah. Oh, man.
He said I had to like rewind it like three times to get this down. Kinematically redundant biochemical
Oh,
demonoid.
I didn't even pay attention. There was a lot of gobbledygook in this speech. The bottom line is he's part human, part demon, part machine.
Yep.
Okay. We don't get to find out the answers to any of his questions though, because there's a big fight scene and everybody's getting tossed around the room except for Adam, who is pretty powerful. And
Yeah, pretty strong.
hmm,
Pretty strong.
yeah, he's really strong. He skewers Engelman, so we're not going to get answers from him. The only other person that really knew what was going on.
Yep.
Adam escapes through the duct work, as we know, is very strong and goes all over town. That'd be funny if there was a shot of like a wide angle shot of Sunnydale, and there's just like duct work going throughout the city, not attached to
I
any
mean,
buildings or anything.
random
Like,
duct work, but like a hamster
I was
habit
gonna say,
trail.
like a have a trail. Yes.
I've seen ductwork before. It's normally pretty narrow,
Yeah.
so I don't know how I'm getting around in there, but
And yeah. And that's a big dude.
he's a big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Riley got skewered in his stomach.
Yeah.
Guy's just it's not his day.
No, it's really not. And so Buffy is trying to help him and the rest of the commandos come in and they're like, "Okay, we're going to take him to the hospital." But it's a military hospital. So Buffy's like, "No, I'm going with him." And they're like, "No, no, not invited."
And they all pull their guns on her.
Yeah. Yeah, like really quickly and in unison. It was impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know what the order was, what the key word was there that Forrest said. But yeah. So yeah, she does not go. And then we cut back to Spike being tossed into some room somewhere by these demons. And the words out, you're making war with demons. You're working with the Slayer,
Hmm.
which he kind of is.
Yeah.
They're not wrong. Back on campus, there's still no word from Riley. Buffy is sad, but she can't give all her energy to that because she's got to figure out what's going on with Adam.
Hmm.
And then there's some really poignant piano music that, do 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 do. I shouldn't have let them take him. I don't know what she thought she was going to do. Now he's alone. He has nothing to hold on to. His whole life is a mess. I mean, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what she could have done. Those guys had guns.
They had
I mean,
guns.
she's
Yeah. I
pretty
mean,
powerful and pretty fast and pretty strong, but I think guns would take her out.
yeah,
Four
that man.
guns.
Yeah. And then it switches to Riley in the hospital bed
Do,
again,
do,
just
do, do.
looking sad.
Pling, 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 plink. He does look sad, but he's got her kerchief.
Yeah.
Oh,
As somebody who was recently in the hospital, I can relate.
yeah,
Yeah, when you're in a bed all by yourself and really no one's around,
yeah,
it's lonely.
yeah, yeah.
That closes on that.
Yep.
How many steaks you giving Goodbye Iowa?
I'm giving this one 3 steaks. I said
Okay,
three
that's what I.
steaks. It was fine. It had a few funny moments. Yeah, it was just okay. Just okay for
Yeah,
me, dog.
I went with 3
Oh,
also.
yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't score it higher because you initially said this was a good episode.
Well, yeah, I mean, good, but not like amazing.
Okay, all right. Had it had
Now
like a song, all the demons get up in Willie's bar and do a quick little dance.
that would have pushed me to
Yeah,
4.
for sure.
That would have
For
done it.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite line?
Willow's one. That's why they're called cartoons, not documentaries.
If they would
I
have
just thought it was
said,
cute.
she's like, that would never happen. I don't
And
know.
then
I'm
Willow
like,
said something
cartoon,
like,
the
"They're
word
cartoons."
cartoon has nothing to do with believability. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. Just a grammar thing. Mine was when Buffy says, the next thing I know, it's raining monsters. And Xander says, hallelujah.
Yeah, that was good.
Next up,
Next episode, season 3, episode 15. This year's girl.
this year's girl. This year's girl. Who is this year's girl? This year's girl is going to be about, it's going to be a Willow centric episode. And she's this year's girl. Tara is a serial dater like Parker, and Willow is this year's girl.
Hmm.
She's using her, and she's gonna with Willow. She's gonna get something she needs, and she's gonna write her off.
I like your deductive
All
reasoning
right,
skills
thank you.
there.
We'll see
That
how
was
accurate
impressive.
they are.
Here comes the screenshot.
Oh boy,
Struggled.
I'm enjoying this part. Oh, what is this? Oh, this looks like Spider-Man's web slinging thing. Choo, choo, choo.
From the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't think that's what it is. I think this is something. There looks like there's a needle there, so somebody could get shot with something. My first thought would be that's how they're getting the meds into the commandos, but no, they said they're getting their meds through their food. And whose
Mhm.
hand is that? That's a girl's hand. I'm going to say I'm just going to keep going with my theme about Tara and how we're going to see a bad side to Tara, and that's Tara's hand, and she's going to inject Willow with something.
Okay. Again, I like how you took your theory from before and applied it to the screenshot.
Thanks, Mr. Ingber.
Excellent logic.
All right, we'll
I
see
am
how
I am
wrong I
looking
am.
I am looking forward to you watching
All
this one.
right, good.
This is a good
All
one. This is
right,
definitely
this
one of
is a good
my.
one. Okay,
No, that's not what I was going to
that's
say.
going to be a
I
T-shirt. There's some good episodes coming up.
and this is where it starts. I would say this one is like in my top 3 of episodes from
Oh,
season 4.
okay. All right. Well, then
It's
I look
good.
forward to it. Okay. All right. So, Sean, why don't you
Yes.
tell them about the social media?
We are everywhere that's important at the Sunnydale Diaries. I've been making some funny Buffy related TikToks
Yep.
this week. There's this trending sound about going on a Jet 2 holiday.
Yes.
It's British.
Yes.
And so I made one from the end of season 2 where Buffy's on the bus leaving town at the end of the season 2 finale. And then someone suggested a scene from season 5. Like, ooh, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
So I did that one. And then
I feel it's a bummer. I miss out on the funny TikTok things because I know you post some spoilery things. So I try not to look at them.
yeah, if I want you to see it, I'll send it to
Okay.
you.
All right.
That's how we're handling it
Okay.
for now. We also have an email address, the Sunnydale Diaries at gmail.com.
Hmm.
So if you want to share anything with us about our podcast, about the merch that Melanie mentioned earlier, or just want to say hi, email us. We love getting
We
email.
do.
And we have a website, thesunnydalediaries.com. And there you can get links to our podcast on many different podcast platforms. I bet yours is there. If it's not, let us know. Email us, and we'll work on adding a badge for it. And you can also download our PDF, Jenny Calendar. You can still use it for 5 months of
Sure.
2025. And there's also a form there if you want to send us a message that way. We could do that.
Yep.
And there will be information about our upcoming season 4 contest.
Woohoo!
So keep an eye out for that too.
Yep.
And we'll mention it on the
Yeah.
podcast, of course. And that's it for our social media.
That's it.
Yeah.
So we will see you guys next time. What's the date of the next release, Sean?
We will release the next episode on Monday, August 11th.
All right. We will see you guys there.
Yeah. See you for this year's girl.
Bye.
Bye.